time splashdown. Looks like we're getting our next crew member here. That is none other than Sunita Williams. Big smile, big waves. And we're going to stand by for splashdown located in the Gulf of America off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida.
And splashdown, Crew 9 back on Earth.
And SpaceX Freedom, splashdown. Good main release.
Copy splashdown. We see main chutes cut. Nick, Alex, Butch, Sunny, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
And as you can see on your screen, we have visual confirmation of splashdown. Dragon Freedom has returned home and NASA astronauts.
System safety verifications are in progress. We'll report back when recovery personnel are en route.
That enclose where the drogue parachutes are located. We can see those fast boats.
SpaceX is go for recovery personnel to approach. Expect personnel alongside in the next few minutes.
Fast boats, we weren't kidding when we said they were fast. While it does take about 30 minutes for the main recovery vessel to make its way over to the capsule, these fast boats will be doing a couple of things simultaneously. A couple of them are going to be working to retrieve the parachutes that you see in the background there of this drone shot. Those parachutes will be retrieved from the ocean surface. We want to make sure we are able to pull those out. The recovery vessel there closest to the spacecraft is going to be performing some safety checks. We can see there they're using an instrument that is basically working to detect if there are any hypergolic vapors or fumes that are
seeing right now on your screen. This is when a SpaceX recovery personnel actually works to climb aboard the capsule and work through procedures ahead of lifting onto the nest of the recovery vessel Megan. We heard it's going to be about 25 minutes or so until that lift actually takes place.
Of the Dragon spacecraft, they are going to be working to install plugs of those hypergolic propellant vapors. And this is
nothing short of spectacular. And we were stationed about 1.5 nautical miles away.
A little bit closer to the recovery vessel, and we usually get a really good view of that particular operation from one.
At 2:57 p.m. Pacific time with NASA astronauts Nick Hague, Butch Wilmore. We're getting some views now from actually on-site.
You're exactly right. This view is... There it goes, Dragon Freedom being lifted out of the water and onto our recovery vessel, Megan. Great news there, letting us know to progress. And we can now see that the water recovery operations are continuing to progress on the metallic structures. So we can see some guidance there being provided early into the Dragon's nest. We can see that spacecraft was successfully recovered from the ocean surface and is now being washed with fresh water, as obviously they splashed down in salt water. So we're trying to rinse off as much of that salt water as possible. And opening that side hatch isn't quite like opening, the door to your car. We have to depress the seal around the side hatch, as well as, we'll now see them open that side hatch up.
And there you have it. The side hatch is open for the first time since September.
We can see some of the protective equipment there that was brought into frame that will help protect the edge of the side hatch into our procedure. We'll probably see those footrests being handed out here in the near future, as I mentioned before. Of course, we got to get a Now, generally speaking,
And there we do see Crew 9, some happy waves, smiles all around back on Earth. Facilities following their exit from Dragon.
we can see folks on board clapping as our first crew member.
And that is NASA astronaut Nick Hague, commander of Crew 9. Now out of Crew Dragon Freedom. Some smiles, thumbs up, and a wave. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah, that is one happy camper, that's for sure.
Next up out of the capsule, we expect Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov. His first space flight. Spent 171 days in space alongside NASA astronaut Nick Hague.
Looks like we're getting some cheers and clapping on board as Alexander is slid down the little ramp and placed into the mobility aid. Once again, big smile. Craft. For those of you that have just recently joined, the Dragon had an on-time splashdown. Looks like we're getting our next crew member here. That is none other than Sunita Williams. Big smile, big waves. She, like her other crew members, now will be assisted onto the mobility aid.
And there we have it, some waves, some thumbs up, and some smiles.